Why, hello there.
We're back.
No, seriously, it's us.
It is. It's been a
After, yeah, it's been a little bit. I don't even know when the last time we were, to be honest, but that's okay. We're here now.
Yep.
We're here now. It has been some time, but we've been busy doing other things, life things, fandom things, and a whole other host of things. What is going on with my, something
Off-centered, maybe?
I don't know what's going on. It's fine. They feel fine.
As long as you can hear. And
it's
as
fine.
long as they can hear us.
Switch places.
Oh, he's right. We should totally do that. There we go. Now we're on the right side. Thank you.
There we go.
Cecil.
I do appreciate that. Man, are we paying him?
I don't know.
Maybe we
should be.
Maybe we should. Production credit
Man in
to
the chair.
Cecil. That's right. What's going on, man? It's Random Fandom. It's Wednesday night.
June the 10th.
Yeah, June the 10th, 20.
Episode 141.
That's the one. That is the one. 141 episodes. Oh my God.
We're counting down to 150.
Yeah, man. We are just around the corner. It'll be here before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We can hear you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Just like to double check.
Thank you, because you never know.
Because it's random.
Half the time we log in and there's something going on. It's actually kind of funny. On the other channel on Midlife Quest, we'll dial up the studio and we had a faux pas last week when we were recording.
Almost.
Well, we only got what, 10 minutes in. Wes,
I don't think it went that long.
Wes, did you hit the record button?
Better to ask early than late.
But then there's everybody logs in, and of course there's like always equipment faux pas and stuff, and it's like, we can see you but we can't hear you.
Yep.
Okay, I can hear you but I can't hear him. Okay, they can hear me and see me but they can't hear her.
Hearing is half the battle.
Hearing is half the battle.
And on YouTube the other half is seeing, so I think we're okay there.
I have a G.I. Joe related story this week.
What do you got?
It has something to do with my weekend.
Oh. Well, we do have a couple of slides.
All right, well, we'll save it.
Weekend.
We'll save it until we get
figured
there.
you'd regale us with some tales.
I was pretty excited. I could tell you, I'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly, and what I'm about to unload on the organizers. But before we do any of that, I should probably find the right button.
Yeah, maybe.
Where's the button? That's not the button.
It's a good button to have.
I'll find it. No. Maybe. No. It's one of these.
It's there somewhere.
I found it. It's time for
Random Fandom Trivia.
That's the stuff.
Yes, it is. All right. This might be a weird one this week.
Okay.
But name the unusual, dangerous job actor Christopher Walken held as a teenager. Was he a skyscraper riveter,
Okay.
a lion tamer,
Okay.
a venom milker, or a bull rider?
I don't see anything cowboy in Christopher Walken. I just don't see it. So I'm eliminating D.
Okay.
Now the other ones are so ridiculous that they're all plausible.
Do you really think he'd be down for like milking snakes and spiders and whatnot just to get the venom?
It's a lot of travel when you do something like that. Unless you're,
Is there though?
well,
Like, I mean, if you go down to like Brazil or South America or something.
It's still, I mean, for an American citizen that's still traveling abroad.
It is.
And I don't know if that's something that you would do. You certainly wouldn't want to do that out of pocket.
No, you wouldn't want to mess it up either.
You know what's ridiculous? You've watched those like Tiger King and stuff.
Yes.
And then there was the Chimp Crazy or whatever.
Oh,
it
that
was.
one was just
Yeah, that
weird.
one was scary. But from watching those documentaries, I have learned that the exotic animal people are
a little bit batshit.
Yeah, they are. And for that reason, I'm picking Lion Tamer.
Okay.
That's my guess.
All right. Well, Retro Tinker here is going with a
Nate's picking
question mark.
Skyscraper Riveter.
So that's a maybe.
I like
Locking
that.
in with a maybe.
I like that idea.
I wonder what Zazel's going to pick.
He's probably on his way to work.
Probably. Actually, I think he said that in an earlier comment. Yeah, off to work. Yeah, poor guy.
That's okay.
Well, have fun.
But that's all right. Zazel will return. In fact, I believe he'll be returning on Saturday night with us.
I believe so, which is Sunday morning for him.
We'll talk about that in a minute after we get through the trivia, I guess.
Yes, we will. All right, all in for all in, I guess, though. If you picked A, C, or D,
okay,
you're wrong.
Ooh.
It is, in fact,
B. Yes.
Lion
No
Tamer.
way.
Yeah.
Wow, I pulled that one out of my butt.
He joined a traveling circus when he was 16 years old and ended up learning to work with the lions. It was with the Cole Brothers Circus during the 1950s.
Okay.
And he worked under the guidance of the famed lion tamer Terrell Jacob, who was then known as the Lion King.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Wow. Lion Tamer. Never would have guessed that in 1,000 years. But hey, what's up, Josh? Nice to see you.
Kind of fits with his whole, aesthetic, eccentric and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does.
It's like something he would have done.
And now I'm working with the lions.
You don't understand what I did with the lions?
And the lions need more cowbell.
And you know where I had to get the whip from? I had to hide it.
Before we go any farther, I just want to let you guys know who are watching right now, if you have, or maybe if you haven't, Masters of the Universe came out this past weekend.
Did.
And you may have some thoughts about it. We have some thoughts about it. And we're going to be talking about it this Saturday night with some special guests. Pretty sure
it's a little bit of a reunion.
Pretty sure Zazel is turning out for that one, as well as a few others. So if you want to get in on the discussion, we'll be here live Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time, same time. And yeah, we're talking all things Motu, especially the movie. If you haven't seen it, you've still got a few days to go out and catch it so you can be part of the discussion without being spoiled in any way.
And I mean, you have literally 2 days, so you can watch it twice. Or if you watch the afternoon show on Saturday, that's 3 times you can watch it.
I've seen it twice.
I've only seen it once, but I intend to see it more.
I've seen it 2 times. 2 times.
Lucky.
2 times.
What?
Secret. I'll let you in on thing. I like it.
I liked it.
I like it. I did like it. Okay. All right. Lion Tamer. Moving on.
Yes. You went on a bit of an adventure over
I did. Yeah. Did you know that the convention went to Niagara Falls this past weekend for Niagara Falls Comic Con? It's been the annual event that my wife and I have been doing for, well, according to my Facebook memories, we've been doing this now for at least a decade. You know that the show itself is only 15 years old?
Really?
I didn't realize it was that young.
No. I thought
Yeah.
it was
So I thought it was much older. This year, by all accounts, was mostly successful in terms of attendance. They did say that it was a record attendance. Yeah. There was also a large number of guests. Things were laid out a little bit differently this weekend.
Okay.
And it was...
Were they hiding celebrities behind curtains?
No.
Okay.
No, nobody was hiding this time. Everybody was in the main hall this time.
That's cool.
Down the back. They didn't use the ballrooms. They split up the ballrooms and the theaters for all the panels.
Oh.
And that proved to be, that's where I have an issue.
Issue?
Yeah. It'd be fine if I was just a regular, like 1 day or even a 3-day attendee. But this is like, my wife and I have now paid for 2 years in a row. We've paid for VIP, which is like front of the line access.
Yeah.
But like, if I show up at the lineup and there's no convention staff there to organize that,
then you're VIP.
It shouldn't be up to me to go to somebody and go, hey man, you need to go back there. I'm not going to do it.
No,
I'm not going to do it because that just creates friction that it's a level of stress that I don't need.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be frustrating enough. But what is even more frustrating is between panels, they don't empty the auditorium.
So it's
So
a good spot for first
I've
one.
paid. Now I'm not kidding. I paid, pulling the curtain back, that weekend ticket. That's an $800 ticket.
Yeah. For
I've
all three
paid
days,
for
right?
that privilege to be first in line. So that means myself and all the other VIP folks,
Yeah.
we go in first, we get pick of seats.
Yeah.
But if you don't empty the auditorium and they all leave, the people who say, I'm staying for the next one, they all move forward.
And just pick
I
the
walk
seats that
in
you
and
get.
it's like, I'm now, what the hell? I do not like that. I didn't pay $800 for some one day, single day, not saying that they shouldn't go to the thing, but if you want to be there, you need to pay for that.
Yeah.
In previous years, they've put up signs like they've reserved the first 2 rows of seating for VIP. They didn't do that this year. They had no volunteers at the doors for these things. It was literally a free for all. So on that note, I was a little sour. I'm still a little sour about that.
Well, you see, at that point, you'd need Corey, and he would bring the Sword of Power.
I know.
And just clear out a couple spaces.
So the power sword, the same one of the sword dealers. There were a lot of sword dealers this year.
Really?
It was at least 3. Somebody had one. He also had the full-size Sword of Omens. It was still there by the end of the weekend. Sorry, his power sword was still there by the end of the weekend.
That shocks me a little.
Couldn't do it. I know, I thought for sure, but given the weekend, it would have been gone. Sword of Omens was gone. Anyway, overall, did I have a good weekend? I did have a good weekend. I got the celebrity experience that I wanted to with Sam Jones and Melody Anderson of Flash Gordon fame. Yeah. One of our Alien folks canceled. Michael Bain canceled because he was off filming somewhere.
Okay.
But we did go to the panel with Mark Rolston,
And Vasquez?
Jeanette Goldstein, and the Canadian fellow who played Spunkmeyer. So it was good. It was a great experience. But I also joined the club this weekend.
Oh.
I joined the club this weekend.
What club did you join?
I am now a proud member of the Cobra Clutch Club. Eddie's Maggots.
You know what? I didn't include that photo because I am just silly, but
yeah.
There's your day one haul that you sent out.
Well, there it is. It's right there beside the Sarge. There's my coin right there. I've been coined into the Cobra Clutch Club.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Kim got to meet, well, by extension, I got to meet Priscilla Presley as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. She's very, very soft-spoken.
You didn't say, nice beaver, did you?
I did not. I did not say that to her.
Would anybody have brought that particular popcorn bucket for her to sign?
That's a good question.
I wonder.
That is a good question.
And Nate's right. Everyone got their power sword fix at the movies.
So our movie theater did not have the Power Sword drink cup.
No, it didn't. That was a little bit disappointing.
Didn't have the only themed popcorn bucket they had besides the metal tins was the Skeletor head.
Yeah,
that
so
was
you
it.
could eat his popcorn brain.
I know.
You
got the clutch from Ron. I sure did.
Yes, you did.
I did. Yeah, and of course, Azazel was like, "Make sure you say hi to the Sarge for me." Friday night, so he was early. He came early.
Oh,
He wasn't advertised for Friday, but he was there. And because Friday night they open the show mid-afternoon, it runs till 7. There's almost no one there. So I'm like,
get in there.
It's the perfect time. I will go and meet him now because there's nobody waiting.
Yeah.
And then I can talk to him.
Yeah.
And so I did. I made sure to say that, hey, our mutual friend says hello. Oh yeah, who's that? And I'm like, oh, Zazel. And both the Sarge and Sarge's handler, whose name I didn't get, super nice guy, by the way. They both just light right up. Zazel, oh my God.
How do you know him?
Yeah. Sarge actually said a funny thing. He's like, he smiles at me. He's like, I didn't know how to spell his name. It was funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, you also had a day 2 and 3 haul.
We did. And of course, each day gets a little bit less. There's a funny another funny story for you. You may notice in there, there are 3 Sam Jones photos.
You got Flash the poster, and Ted's
so
wedding.
Yeah, the one with Sam and Melody, that's Melody Anderson's signature. The one with the gold ink.
Okay.
He didn't like that one. The pen started to like it was like flowing way
The
more than it should.
bleed.
So he's like, no, I'm just gonna give you another one. So I got the the one with the black ink, and then because Kim wanted wanted an autograph as well, it just happened to be that because you bought 2 autographs, we got the 3 trading cards, which he also signed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was very, very cool.
Huh.
Super cool. Yeah, and a couple of toy hauls. Wallace Shawn, who is the dinosaur from Toy Story, of course. In this, we're talking Vicini from Toy Story because inconceivable. That lisp, that's real.
Yeah.
That is absolutely real. That's not imagined. And if I could have captured it, I should have got my phone out as we were walking away from the table, and Kim was like, because Kim wanted the autograph.
Yeah.
She's looking at the photo, and he's sprayed like he's like his last words as we were leaving was "nice to meet you," and so Kim is like excited and grossed out all at the same time,
Right,
like
to make your own Vizzini.
So I'm like, the ink is going to dry faster than that will, and sure enough, so we did end up wiping it down, but.
Well, now you can't clone him. What are you doing?
No, we can't. Also, and I don't fault the man for this, but it was strange walking up to his table. He's what, 80?
He's getting up there.
Yeah, he's 80 something. And like an old man in his sweater, but wearing wool mittens.
Really?
Wool mittens. So I mean, the internet tells me that he has an aversion to not wanting to get sick.
Oh,
so
can't blame him there.
Yeah, personal appearances. He is known to wear gloves just to not have to make contact with anybody. And I don't blame him for that.
No, not at all. In today's climate,
at
right?
all. Yeah. And then the two pieces of artwork, the Star Trek and the Star Wars. You've seen those guys online, the rattle can artists.
Yes.
3 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Both of those are like 5 minute. Mine, the Death Star, is like a 3 minute, and I think Kim's with all the ships was maybe 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So lots of fun, and it's Niagara Falls, right? So
there's also all the tour stuff to do.
Yeah,
right?
and if you've never been to Niagara Falls, man, it is one of the wonders of the world. So it's totally worth seeing. There's fireworks every night, unless there's a weather reason. But there wasn't.
They're generally doing a light show on the falls as well, are they not?
Yeah. So every night there's colored lights.
Yeah, that illuminate it
yeah,
all.
they
Make
do.
it really
They
neat
do.
looking.
Yeah. The fireworks were good this year. They're
Nice.
good. About 5 minutes long each night. About 10 o'clock at night, I think they go off.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was my weekend.
Right on.
That's why we didn't have a Sunday show.
That's all good.
Because I was still on the road. And I didn't want my weekend to end. So as we were driving home, it's like, hey, you want to go see Masters Universe again? So we did. We stopped in Oshawa on the way home and saw it again.
Nice.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny, Nate, because Zazel said the same thing. I don't know how to spell my name sometimes. That's great.
Well, we do have a few news items to get through.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, this first one, I guess is good news if you're a fan of it. I know Hank probably won't be, but
Okay.
confirmed by Sam Witwer via the Star Wars and Lucasfilm pages on Facebook.
Yep.
Shadow Lord is confirmed. It will be getting a season 2.
Was that not already established when season 1 aired?
I don't know for sure, but
I mean, I there was just no way that season 1
ended like that without having plans for more.
Yeah. It would have had to have performed really, really badly for it to not get a second one.
Yeah, but we did link to the little snippet if you want to go watch it yourself. But basically, he's like, just word on the streets of Janix. Seasons 2's a coming.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. I mean, it's granted, of all the Star Wars animation. Now, I'm not going to include Resistance because I think I'm still of the three of us, and I mean,
think you're the only one that's seen it.
Yeah, you, myself, and Hank. I think I'm the only one who's actually watched Resistance.
I think I've maybe watched the first episode, and it was enough to say no. I don't want to watch
for
it
you.
too.
There are things about it that are redeeming. Like some of the production design is really nice, especially the racers, their ships.
Okay.
So that aspect is fun. So when you take Resistance out of it, Shadow Lord is my least favorite
animated property.
Yeah. I say the same thing that, Hank was saying about The Mandalorian. Like I questioned, did this need to exist? And it's not that it's bad.
No.
It's just not.
See, I being still working my way through Rebels.
Yeah.
I felt this was needed. just because of what happened
yeah.
with Solo.
I feel the same way in the sense that, and I think I said this too, like if you're just coming to Star Wars animation for the first time and you're watching it chronologically, this will definitely,
It'll fill a gap.
sure. But then you run into the issue of you're watching a show that's made in 2025 to air in 2026.
Yeah.
You get to Rebels and that animation's 10 years old.
Yeah, it is a step backwards.
So it's going to look, it's a little jarring when you go like, whoa, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, but
So yeah.
still good though.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not my favorite,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Anything for more Star Wars.
Yeah, more Star Wars is better than no Star Wars.
That's right. This next one, this is kind of neat. They did this for Ghostbusters Day.
Yeah, yeah.
But creator Tony Taylor Toys
Yep.
created and then auctioned off a one-of-a-kind Ray Parker Jr.
Come on.
Yeah. He is completed out in a custom Kenner packaging.
It looks great.
It comes with the guitar blaster.
Yeah.
And a gold record ghost.
Well, that's very cool.
Yeah, it is one of a kind. And the auction closed on Monday, and it ended up raising $2,550 for the Starlight Children's Foundation.
That's very cool.
So one lucky guy out there has it. It is signed. It is numbered. And
surprised it didn't come with a copy of the lawsuit.
Maybe.
I want a new drug.
But the only drawback, it's not articulated.
At all? Okay.
It's a
so
handmade custom art display piece.
Yeah. A lot of those tend to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Fixed, not posable.
But I mean, for one guy out there, that's a cherry on top of your collection, right?
I don't know. I'm going to assume it's a custom head sculpt, but
yeah.
How do you translate Ray Parker Jr. to that style?
Animation style.
Yeah, and it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
It looks great.
Yeah. More, I guess, hopeful news.
Okay.
But, according to Hype Media,
oh man,
Sony is still developing that live action Robotech movie.
Every time I see one of these, I just kind of roll my eyes now and go, we were talking about this with Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, it's been in developmental hell for how long now?
I mean, I remember talking about a Robotech live action movie when Tobey Maguire was interested in playing the Rick Hunter character.
Oh.
And I would have been in for that. I think at the time he would have been age appropriate. And it would have been okay. But like this, I would like to know where they are. Where is that?
Are they still writing?
Where is the development
casting
process? Here's a funny one. This is adjacent, right? Because we followed the Masters thing quite thoroughly. Yeah. Do you remember how many hands it went through, writers and directors?
At the beginning, or not even the beginning. At one point, it was in Netflix's hands.
Yeah, and
then it went over to Amazon.
Yeah.
Multiple writers and directors.
But it's literally been years. Noah Centineo went on The Tonight Show and announced that he was going to play He-Man.
And then he went.
How many years ago?
Yeah, then he went and played Atom Smasher and Black Adam.
And so that didn't happen. Now, by the time, if what I read was correct, by the time that it landed at Netflix and they had gotten Travis Knight on board, now keep in mind, we've already got a script at that point.
Yeah.
Just shoot the thing. But from the time that they literally green light to theater was 2 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty fast to get it to screen. And I suppose the same thing could happen with a Robotech movie, but when you just hear, oh yeah, it's still in development. Well,
yeah, it has been for a while.
It just doesn't mean anything.
My scary thought here is it's Sony. And we all know what they did to Spider-Man. Or the Spider-Verse, I should say.
Well, Spider-Noir is Sony.
No, it's Amazon.
Is it not? Do they not have a hand in it?
They might, just for licensing reasons.
That's what I mean. I'm sure they have some sort of hand in it.
Probably,
anyway.
But it is an Amazon Prime show.
That's true. So that is true.
And it was trailered ahead of Masters.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. It's like, oh, look, a TV show. And I still haven't watched it yet, which is weird because it's.
I love the AI image that this is. I'm like, what is going on with that? That's the wrong canon. That's supposed to be the SDF one, but anyway, we all get it. It looks like Robotech.
You get wrong sounding Robotech.
It's a Robble Trek.
There you go. Rubble, rubble.
Exactly. Robble.
This next one's fun.
Okay.
Coming July 1st to Disney Plus.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
Season 2 of X-Men 97.
I'm excited for this. I've watched the trailer a few times now.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
and
there's a lot of costumes going on there.
There are. They say it's time to get the X-Men back to the 90s, as a bunch of them have been scattered throughout time. And we're seeing like some really cool stuff throwing back to like the Grant Morrison run, classic Frank Miller.
Even something like the more recent.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you who that is, but
which one? Because we got
center one with Gene and Scott.
Yeah, it's Gene and Scott, and then Apocalypse.
Yeah, but like that particular look is a fairly recent look.
I would say it's a couple decades old now at this point.
Are you really?
Yeah, sadly.
Wow. Am I that out of touch?
Yeah, it was X-Men number.
When you say a couple decades, like in the 2000s.
You know what? It might even be older than that.
Well, then I'm really lost out of touch.
Because 92 was X-Men number 1 with the Jim Lee cover, right?
Yeah.
Or 93, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And it was issue, I think, 95 through 113 or something like that for that particular run.
But did they not just wear something like that recently, where the whole suit was a giant X in like the 2000s?
Yeah, he has worn multiple like giant X suits, but
yeah,
that particular look throws back to that one. But yeah, I'm all in for this. Like, we're gonna see X-Men scattered through time, doing various stuff. I love that Apocalypse is coming back because he's a great villain. Cable makes an appearance. Bishop makes an appearance. But yeah, it's coming to streaming on July 1st, so we don't even have to wait that long. Only a couple weeks.
Sorry, did you say July 1st?
Yeah.
So I'm down with that. See, this is what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's the one.
This look. Was this not from the 2000s?
I don't think so, but it might be.
That. It's that.
That's the one.
2001.
Okay, so I am off.
Okay.
Years.
So,
but that is the run. Yes, that you're talking.
Okay, so that's what we're talking. Okay.
Yep. It's when they shifted from X-Men to New X-Men.
Let me just now, because people watching are like, "What are they?
What are you talking about?"
Yeah. This we're talking about.
Yeah.
There we go.
Run.
That's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Them ones.
So I guess technically it's 25 years ago.
I know, 2001. Isn't that something?
That's terrible. But if you have not seen the trailer, we did link to it in the show notes if you want to go have a look at it.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I haven't bought an X-Men book since the 90s.
Oh, I stopped after... Actually, I don't remember when I stopped. I stopped shortly before the Krakoa era.
Krakoa?
Yeah, we're at the Living Island, and they had
this
mutant utopia. And everybody was immortal.
My favorite run was the Extinction Agenda.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I really liked that one.
Yeah. But moving on here.
That should give you an idea of my last time I bought one.
Yeah. That was definitely the 90s. But Scooby-Doo Origins is coming.
I saw the picture.
Have you seen the picture?
I saw the picture. I've seen 2 pictures.
Okay.
Well, sorry, I should say I've seen a few pictures. Most of them are Scooby-Doo, but I did see a shot with the faces of all of the human cast.
Yes, well, we've got that one too.
Yeah, that one.
It's going to be a live puppy.
That's cool.
Yeah, they posted up on Rotten Tomatoes and a couple other spots, so you go check that out. But he is going to be a live action puppy, and we're going to be exploring like the origins of Mystery Inc.
Is this going to be the first time Scooby-Doo doesn't talk?
I don't know.
You know, like part of me goes, no, they'll CGI him.
You would think so.
They'll CGI so he can talk.
Yeah. But
maybe he'll just be like the littlest hobo and he'll just nudge you every time.
I should have included that, but I didn't. But speaking of littlest hobo, Seth Rogen is set to reboot the Littlest Hobo.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Have you been watching? Sorry, this is aside. Have you been watching Tom Green's Farm?
I have not.
Tom Green's Farm. The new episode is out. Well, the most recent 2 episodes are out.
Okay.
One of them is with Stephen Page.
Ooh.
Stephen Page, formerly the Bare Naked Ladies, and at the end of the show, Stephen Page and Tom Green sing "The Littlest Hobo."
Oh,
it's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's good.
I'll have to check that out.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. down the road. That's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Anyway.
Don't turn around, got too long, and I'm gone again.
Maybe tomorrow I'll want to settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
But yeah, for this particular project here, Scooby-Doo Origins,
yeah.
Grace McKenna, or McKenna Grace, sorry, is set to star as Velma.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We also have Tanner Hagen, Abby Ryder, Fortson, and Maxwell Jenkins.
I'll tell you, if you didn't tell me that was McKenna Grace, I don't see her in that.
Actually, you know what? I might be wrong. She might be Daphne, now that I'm looking.
That makes more sense.
She is one of Mystery Inc. Anyway, also Paul Walter Hauser will be making an appearance in here as a it's an undisclosed role as of yet, but he is going to be a series regular. So
so we won't hear him say, "You meddling kids."
He might be. Maybe he'll be like the detective they call on, right?
He'll be the Vincent Price narrator at the beginning.
Maybe. But it is going to Netflix, right? So it has begun production, and it started in April in Atlanta.
Okay.
And it's going to premiere sometime in 2027.
You know me. I know you're a pretty big Scooby-Doo fan, and I'm like way more casual. There hasn't been one that's landed with me like the same way as the original, and I'm not even a big fan of that one. So
Mystery Inc., the 2 seasons we got of that were just fantastic.
I tried the live action movies, but I thought, they were a product of their time.
They're James Gunn's early work, right?
They're a product of their time. It's a lot of wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
If this, this could just be like that, or maybe it could take itself a little bit more seriously. I don't know. I don't know what the right formula is.
Yeah. Mystery solving teens with a puppy. But if he's not a talking puppy, maybe he doesn't start talking until Shaggy finds dope.
Pretty sure that's not going to happen.
If they grow up, they experiment.
As kids, I can't imagine them touching on that.
No, probably not. They never touched on it in the original series either.
Maybe Scooby, as a puppy, will talk like this. Oh,
God, I hope not.
A puppy, a power.
They tried that for part 2. It didn't work right. But anyway, moving on here. Do you remember Romy and Michelle's high school reunion?
Only because I remember the title. I don't think I ever watched it.
It's not bad. But apparently there is officially going to be a sequel in the works.
Okay.
They're taking it to Hulu, and Lisa Kudrow and Mina Sorvino are returning, as is Janine Garofalo, Alan Cumming, and Breckin Meyer will be joining the cast.
All right.
So will Patrick Warburton and more people. So chances are we're going to see maybe those guys playing younger.
When did this come out?
Oh God, years ago.
Maybe that's why I missed it.
Maybe.
Let's find out what year it is.
It's got a really good 80s soundtrack to it, though.
Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. 1997.
Yeah, so we're almost 30 years later.
Yeah.
By the time it's all said and done, it probably will be 30 years.
So wait, that's going to be their kids.
It'll be the 30-year reunion.
It'll be their children or something.
Maybe. My wife loves this movie, though, so I'm happy it's getting a sequel. Not that they really needed one, because it ends on like a glorious happy ending note.
Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to have to go out and find it.
Yeah.
Just because you said it's getting a sequel. Now I got to know where it comes from.
Moving on here. I know we're not completely talking about Masters of the Universe tonight, because we've been droning on about it for weeks now, but there's a new animated series coming.
Did I tell you it was my most anticipated movie of 2026?
I think so.
It was.
Mine too.
It was. Sorry, Masters of the Universe, what?
Tales from Eternia.
Tales from Eternia. This is going to be an animated series.
And it will be on YouTube this summer.
One of the things that I found quite striking about this, and you can see for yourself, is the animation style.
It is a very child-aimed.
Do you remember the mobile game, the most powerful game in the universe?
I don't.
It looks just like that.
Really?
Like, that looks like... Well, let me see if I can find a screenshot. Masters of the Universe, the most powerful game in the universe. Give me some images. Show me some images. Look at the He-Man. Look at him. Look at him.
I'll be damned.
He looks like the game. Oh, there's got to be a better one that looks like that. Anyway, let me put this up here so the folks can see this. This was a mobile game that came out, mid 2000s or so. I like that. Looks an awful lot like the game. Remember they went to retail for eventually, but early on, back in the Matty Collector days, the Motu Minis.
Yes.
The Motu Minis, the original 2-pack of Skeletor and He-Man, were actually made to support
that game.
They were the merch to support this game.
Oh,
that's why they have that like big bodies, spindly little legs.
Yeah.
Because that's what the game looked like.
Highly stylized.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure why the dinosaur toys are intercut with all of it. Maybe they're just gonna be wandering around Eternia in like a weird background thing where it's like a mixed media deal.
That's entirely possible.
Similar to what is it? Amazing World of Gumball.
Okay.
We have like animated characters and then like puppets and live action crap also going on, but apparently we're not going to have to wait too long. It's reported that it might be even up on YouTube by the end of June.
Okay.
So
I like the fact that there's some things going on here. Let's just break this down a little bit. Let's just start at the top row. Beastman looks like Beastman.
He's a beast,
right? Evil Lyn. That's the 2000X Evil Lyn, right?
In the purple.
Yeah, and then we've got the mini comic.
Isn't he the Filmation version with the pink?
That or mini comic maybe. Well, definitely with the pink, definitely Filmation.
Yeah, of Trapjaw there.
Yeah.
And then we have the 2000X He-Man chest plate.
The H.
Yes.
The stylized H, and then of course it's got the brown leather, which is kind of evocative of the new movie.
Yeah.
And then bottom row, we got Battle Cat, who's got armor on. By the way, I'm going to talk about that a lot on Saturday.
Me too.
Tila looks to be sort of a hybrid of the new.
Yeah, multiple ones.
And Man-at-Arms sticking with the new movie look with making him a black man now.
And I don't think they're going to make the little piece there a flash. Spoiler.
Probably not.
And Orko.
I mean, Orko is
adorable little Orko.
He's cuteness.
Yeah. But
you think this is going to be like when you say YouTube? Do you think they're going to be shorts, right?
Probably, but apparently there's going to be 20 episodes. And you know what? This is a great way to introduce new kids to it. I mean, because TV is so last century, right? YouTube for kids is where it's at.
That's true. All I'm going to say is remember Thundercats Roar.
Oh, that was so bad. So bad.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. Please.
Please don't do it. They looked wrong. Even the Teen Titans couldn't save them. There was a crossover.
Oh, man.
One more piece of news here before we get to some toys.
Okay.
Project Hail Mary.
Oh, man.
It's coming to streaming
Great
June
movie.
18th on MGM Plus.
You can purchase it now.
Okay, so it's available for digital purchase.
You can purchase it now, yeah.
But after it does a tour on MGM Plus, it will be coming to Amazon Prime Video.
Nice.
No date specified yet, but probably sooner than later.
I mean, if you liked The Martian, it's the same writer. It's Andy Weir.
Okay.
He wrote the book as well. It's a fantastic story. Yeah. And like I said, after I went and saw it, when's the last time you got emotional for a rock puppet?
True.
Yeah.
Well,
you will.
I got emotional for Toy Story 3. I gave up hope, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Right on. All right. Well, how about we dive into some toy news? Because there is a lot from Hasbro this week.
Can I just get this off my chest?
Sure.
I pre-ordered the Vamp Mark II and the HAL today.
Ooh, we're going to talk about that.
I am so excited.
But first up, we have from the new Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu film, Black Series Grogu. So this will be what, like the
I'm not impressed.
19th time we've got him?
I'm not impressed. I mean, he's okay. And this is a Black Series, so he's the size of a thimble. Yeah. No, he's not even a thimble.
No.
The stick is bigger than he is.
It is.
Come on.
But he comes with a fish and a little, I don't know what the hell that is.
That's a sleeve of cookies.
Is it a sleeve of cookies?
Yeah, look at the blue on the top.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But he also has his little Beskar armor plate too, right?
The Mudhorn chest plate.
Yes.
I'm okay with this.
I mean, he's well on his way to becoming a Yoda here. I mean, he's got the satchel, he's got the staff.
I still think of that fan art that came out
Oh,
with an
Yeah.
older Grogu wearing
Mandalorian
a
armor.
full suit of Mandalorian armor, and I'm like, I'm waiting for that.
I hope we
Love
get
to see
there
that.
someday.
Oh, Nate, I love the Project Hail Mary. Man, it was so good, so good.
But apparently he is available now on Hasbro Pulse. Sticking with Star Wars, though, we got a few more there. Based on the droids, Adventures of C-3PO and R2-D2.
Oh,
Droids. The other show we were going to do after Ewoks.
the Nelvana cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, first up, we have R2-D2. And he's coming on a vintage style card. Comes with a little collector coin, whole bunch of attachments. And he's in the droid.
Well, this is cool.
Deco, right?
The droids. When Star Wars toys were on the way out with the Final 17.
Yeah.
And this was the way that they tried to extend the life of the line. They did one wave of droids. I don't think any of the Ewoks made it on Ewok cards, and they're some of the hardest figures to find.
You had a C-3PO.
Oh, sorry, that's not true. They did get one of the Dulocks, I think.
Did they get a Duloc?
Yeah, they did. I did. The original C-3PO for the Droids cartoon was a redeco of the Empire Strikes Back Break Apart 3PO. So, and that feature was still part of the droid.
Okay.
I brokered that for somebody else. I sold that figure on consignment for $600.
Ooh.
Yeah. Most expensive action figure I ever sold. Most expensive action figure I ever had my hands on, to be honest. Really.
But these guys went up for pre-order June 4th, so get your pre-orders in now if you want.
I do appreciate this for what it is, because of the two,
very nostalgic.
Of the two shows, this is my favorite. It feels like Star Wars.
It does.
Like when you go back and rewatch it, it feels like Star Wars. Like to the tune of like the first, because they did it differently than Ewoks, where Ewoks only had a couple of episodes that were interconnected.
Yeah, it wasn't like a start to finish story. It was like little blocks.
But the way that they did droids, they did them in blocks of like 3 or 4. So they were like mini
movies,
mini arcs. And the first arc has got like a lightsaber. It's got Boba Fett. It's really good. It might be the best of the show, to be honest.
But you can't have R2 without C-3PO. And he's getting the treatment too.
I did take some time to stare at this, and I'm like, are they using the new mold? Like, has he got the pivot in his arms?
Piston there.
I still feel that there's a way to make this figure better. And I don't necessarily mean that the droid's deco. I just mean C-3PO.
The articulation piece of
it. Yeah.
But he comes with a coin as well, and no accessories for him. Not even like
the coin is the accessory, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But these are not the only two. You need a couple villains to go with it. So why not a Boba Fett?
You know what? I wasn't sure if you were going to touch on this. This is the second time that this Boba Fett's been issued.
Is
the
it?
First time he came in the box packaging.
Okay.
But like the comic box.
Yeah.
It's the same mold.
Exact same mold?
That's a 2013 mold.
Ooh.
That's pretty sad.
But he comes with a new coin.
That doesn't make me feel any better about it, I guess if you didn't get the last time that they did this and you were like huge droids fan, I see why this would appeal to you for that deco, but
well, there you go. Nate has this Boba Fett.
Yeah, probably from the original one, Nate. Did they do an original? They didn't do Boba Fett in the droids line. I don't think they did.
Well, they did a vintage collection reissue a couple years back.
Yeah, and then the Black Series one that came in the box packaging. Arguably, you could say that it's the holiday special Boba Fett.
True.
Same animation style.
But you also get a classic Stormtrooper.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just a Stormtrooper with a different paint job.
Yeah, but he also comes with a coin.
And a stick.
Oh, no, that's a spear.
Amazing that the Stormtroopers got 2 accessories. C-3PO, nothing.
And yeah, the last box one. Oh, Zazel says, Boba Fett, where?
Where? Boba Fett? Huh?
Aim me, Chewie. But yeah, So I don't know. They're nice. They're very nostalgia hitting figures. I think the weakest one is the Stormtrooper, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Like,
lie.
it doesn't
I'm with you on
really
that one.
match the droid's
There's
style.
yeah, the
It looks just like a basic Black Series Stormtrooper.
and of course, what else are they gonna do?
Yeah.
But then like I've always said, like if you're gonna do like a subline, I've always like give me the Macquarie style, like
Yeah.
the Rebels animation style. Do Vader like that, and if you did a Stormtrooper from that, it almost works for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he has a new hat.
Does he though? I think this is a standard issue helmet.
Oh, he's just got some gray outline around his visor, I guess.
Mm-hmm. But moving off of Star Wars for a minute, the war for Cybertron keeps rolling on.
All right,
and
all
we've
right,
got
all right.
the Siege Deluxe Class Autobot.
Oh, War
Greenlight.
for Cybertron. So this is a reissue.
Is it a reissue?
Yeah, yeah. War for Cybertron Siege. That's like a few years old now.
back.
In fact, this guy, this hound, that's from the Siege line. So I think he's
Okay.
at least
that way.
4, 5 years old, maybe.
But they do pair him with Dazzle Strike, or the Dazzle Strike Battlemaster, I should say.
Yeah.
Comes with Shadow Steel Ice Blade, whatever the hell that is. An SPR M2 Requiem laser and a fire blast effect.
When I was reading about this, they said that this character was hard to get the first time around.
Well, that'd be good for folks that missed it then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, his car form is very
Cybertronian. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not much GM influence there.
Not this time.
No. But our next one has some movie influence on him because he's based on the Transformers of the movie.
Okay.
It is
the Transformers the movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
the,
nice.
Starscream Studio Series.
Yeah, Studio Series. This is a good looking bot. And if I didn't have a Masterpiece Starscream, I would go in on this one.
Yeah.
I would go in.
Colors, accurate colors.
What I'm having a hard time with is that the current molds in the main line are, for the most part, are pretty good. So like most of the Studio Series stuff that's coming out now are either slight remolds or just redecos. And so I'm like, I have to be very careful about getting on the bandwagon. I need to upgrade immediately, right? Because some of them you don't need to, right? Oh yeah, that's funny. Are we talking about that?
Yeah, we'll be talking.
Okay,
about that.
I have some thoughts on that, which is very interesting.
Give me that pink gem blaster, damn it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Ow, my foot.
Ow, my foot. That's dedication, though, right?
That is.
I'll shoot my own foot off just to get away.
But we also get Studio Series Prowl.
Yep.
And he's not bad looking.
Prowl. So we're talking about that Siege, and this is the thing, right? The main line, it's like, it's toys, right? So they're always iterating. And in Transformers, we seem to be building off of old molds and improving them.
Mm-hmm.
But this is essentially the Siege mold that came out like almost a decade ago. Oh. They just keep like a gentle nudge here, a gentle rub here. And this is a good looking Prowl, don't get me wrong, but like, I would like to see maybe something a little newer.
Well, to round out these ones, we also get.
By the way, that's supposed to be a Nissan 280Z.
Really?
Doesn't look like that, does it?
I don't think so.
The general shape is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wrong head. Is it? It's not that wrong, is it?
You're the expert on Transformers.
That's pretty good.
That's Blue Streak's noggin, apparently.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, he's going chasing. I cannot comment as I do not know. I am finding out in real time. Hopefully nothing falls over.
No, they won't fall over. Oh, it's because they have the same head.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's why.
No.
They are mold mates.
Huh.
That's true. They are mold mates. So this is Masterpiece Prowl. So can we make that? There we go.
There you go.
There's Masterpiece Prowl. And then just for comparison, There's Masterpiece. Oh, sorry, I got Smokescreen in my hand. What am I talking about?
Oh.
Smokescreen and Prowl have the same noggin. Blue Streak. Yeah, Blue Streak's got a different head.
Okay.
A dead version of Prowl.
Oh, Nate. A
We
gentle
just-
rub here was my band's name in high school.
Oh, that's so good. That is so good. I love it. Rub symbols are making a comeback in a weird way. I just picked up the Age of the Primes Power Glide, which is basically a G1 Power Glide.
Okay.
They have simulated the rub sign with a tampograph, but it's where the legs split.
Oh.
So instead of putting a sticker on and cutting it down the middle, they've just tampoed it on. It's the shape of the Autobot symbol, but there's no rubbing going on.
Oh. No rubby.
No.
Well,
There's no rubbing to zugging.
but we do have a 3-pack of Insecticons to look at here.
I'm white hot fucking mad.
Oh.
If they were gonna, so this goes back to the hard to get characters.
Yes.
In Canada, Shrapnel, the one on the top in the center,
Yeah.
nearly impossible to find.
Aw.
It's the only one I didn't get of
Of the...
the last go around.
Hmm.
Now here they are as a 3-pack, and maybe I just should have known better. Maybe I just should have known better to wait that they were going to do that. The thing is, now it's in cartoon colors. So if I buy this 3-pack, not only am I getting 2 robots I already have, they're in a different color.
Hmm.
I'm like, that being said, of the modern Insecticons that Hasbro have done, these by far
Are the best ones.
yeah, they are. Absolutely, they are. Hands down.
Zazel says, "Hey, baby, want to reveal the shield?"
Oh, that's awesome. It's a little heavy on the electron. The electrons. The apology tour continues, by the way, with a
Yeah.
brand new rendition of the Transformers, the movie theme song.
Ooh.
Yeah, from the Children of Unicron, I think is the name of the band that have done it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Wes just transform?
Was that my
Really? Nobody tapped the Cybertronics for you to do it?
I know.
Oh,
I
missed
know.
opportunity.
You would think.
Missed
You would
opportunity. But
They are a cultural phenomenon.
they
aren't
are. They
Yeah.
really are.
Yeah.
And Zazel, you asked for the Blaster Gem. We shall deliver.
Okay, hot take.
San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
I got a hot take.
Okay.
Why didn't they remold this a little bit more? Redeco it a little bit more, make it a female, and make it the Synergy computer.
Because Blaster is a cassette player.
We're talking about a Gem on the Holograms, right? A
Yes,
rock
we are.
band.
Yes, we are.
In the show, they had their supercomputer Synergy.
Yeah.
Why wasn't this a new character, Synergy?
Or, I mean, we could have made it the computer from the Ark.
That's actually a
Right?
thing right now. That's I've seen it. It's a 2-pack or a 3-pack. I
'Cause
think
I
it
know
was
they
a
did the Ark
Takara.
itself, but I thought
Yeah,
and that was just like a standard.
there's
piece.
a 3-pack that has a computer, and it's not called Teletran 1, but let's face it, that's what it is. It's meant to be Teletran 1, but I think it's a Takara.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think any character with the name Glit is going to be hard to find. This is not on my list. I do love the, I don't love all of them, but I do like the crossover characters.
Mhm.
It can be whatever you want. Just call it that.
That's right. But yeah, it is redecoed Blaster. Comes with KP Glit, KP Sundor, and KP Rosanna.
Can somebody tell me what the KP stands for?
Maybe cassette
I don't know.
piece.
I don't know. Maybe I should have watched the live stream.
I don't know. But he comes with microphone, guitar, and keyboard, so he can rock out. And I guess they are the previous SS Ravage, Laserbeak, and
They are.
Eject Rewind
Yeah,
molds.
they are.
So
I'll tell you, the best music themed Transformer that I've personally owned was
Soundwave.
for the animated line.
Okay.
Soundwave. They turned him into a minivan, but he came with Ravage, or sorry, not Ravage. He came with Laserbeak.
Okay.
Laserbeak was a flying V electric guitar.
Nice.
Yeah, and then the you push the stalk in, flip the V back, and it became the bird. It was pretty clever.
There you go. KP, Kiss player.
Kiss player. Not in those colors. Well, wait, that's Kiss circa what? 1989 when the makeup came off.
Uh-oh.
Kiss
Basil
player
says.
after the show. The whole thing is wild and a little provocative.
Okay.
I will do that.
I will consider myself warned. But slipping away from Transformers, we're moving over to G.I. Joe for a minute. So first up, one of the original 13. It is Grand Slam with Hal.
Would you believe if I told you the amount of, I hate to say it, outrage over this already? The thing hasn't even come out and people are losing their minds.
Really? Why?
Because Grand Slam is in his red/orange pads and
As
not
opposed to
his
the original
silver
green.
pads.
Oh,
But the silver padded Grand Slam came with the jump pack.
okay.
This is the Grand Slam that came with the HAL in 1982. So you guys can all go eat a large bag of Johnson's.
A satchel of Richards.
That's the one.
As it was.
That's the one.
But yeah.
Yeah. And I pre-ordered the shit out of this today. I was so excited. That means with the release of Grand Slam, we are now just one G.I. Joe character away from the entire 1982 line.
The original 13.
That's right.
Well, isn't this the guy that completes it here next?
No, because Clutch already came out
That's right,
with the
too.
Vamp Mark 1.
Well,
so
we are getting now the Vamp Mark 2
yeah.
Clutch.
Yeah. And I mean, I was on the fence. I was considering pulling the trigger aftermarket for a green Vamp. And this came out and I'm like, you know what? It's the same figure. It's the same figure, just in tan. So I'm going to get this one at retail.
And not have to pay aftermarket.
Exactly. And if I'm really savvy about it, you know what I might do is I might leave it in the box because they've already said that they are going to reissue the green Vamp.
Really?
Somebody out there is going to miss out on this. And I might be that person that say, I will trade you 1-for-1 green for the Mark II. We'll see. Yes, red was first. It was first. Man, G.I. Joe fans could be a bunch of whiners.
Oh, we got a new one here.
I don't know what you're saying. At Maverick 77 Defender, X-Men Evolution was brilliant. Evolution, the series. I did like that one. That they were actually kids in that one. Yeah. Sergeant Slaughter fans are even worse.
He's going right at you, Zazel. What the hell?
Wow, shots fired. Best X-Men was X2. Well, that's a hot take. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. I don't know if it's the best.
Well, Logan was pretty awesome.
I do like, well, it was X-Men, I think, ensemble.
Yeah, I suppose
I really like the First Class guys.
First Class was good, too.
I did like those. Well, I do prefer the silver pads, so it's not so flash. I understand the history at least. Yeah. Well, and that's the issue, right? Because Flash is the last one. So what's going to happen when they do Flash?
I don't know.
You don't say that, Nate. Take that back. You take that back right now. Here's the thing. I was talking about, I saw some comments of people really complaining about this, and they're like, but the jump pack will just be another reason for them to do another Duke. And I laughed my ass off because the Starduster that came out, last year?
Yeah.
That is the retro carded Duke with a jump pack and a new head. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well.
Sarge's arms will have to get long indeed before I fear the clutch. I heard from a reliable source that you've been coined in like 4 or 5 times, so I know where you've been.
But moving along here and sticking with more G.I. Joe, the greatest hero of them all, they say, has entered the Classified series.
This is an interesting one.
It is, and it is Action Man.
I took a real good look at this one today. Oh, I'm so glad you got the picture without the hat. And even the picture with the hat. Because all I can... Listen to... Just picture this for a second. Dun, 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 dun. It's Tom Cruise!
I don't know. The jawline is too powerful for
I
Tom
know,
Cruise,
I
but
know.
with the hat off, yes, I am.
That's what I mean.
Seeing it.
He's probably too tall.
A little bit.
He's too tall to be Tom Cruise, but Hey, how much of Alpine's gear is he wearing right now?
Probably a good chunk
Quite,
of it.
quite a good chunk of it, that's for sure. So what? Alpine's climbing gear, Ricondo's rifle. What else we got going on? Looks like Steelers machine pistol thing.
Maybe Mainframe's hat and comm device thing.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Mainframe's hat. I do like it though. And here's the thing: I talked about this before, and I will say it again. Like, yes, we can all see the parts that it uses, but when it's done well,
you don't
really think about it. Like, and I do think that Classified Series is doing a pretty good job of that.
Yes.
I think they stole the hat idea from the Slaughterhouse Wrestling Championship.
Maybe.
Oh, that's possible too.
Oh, there you go. He gave him a hat first.
Nice.
Oh.
I hope you're calling somebody up. Zazel actually is 2 inches taller than he was at the first Joe Fest from all the neck stretching.
Oh.
Kayfabe forever, man. I'm not going to tell you what it was like.
Yep.
I've been told 2 inches is a lot.
Can be. Anyway, pre-order for this guy went live today, as well as the other two.
Yeah, they went up at 1:00 today. I haven't checked. I don't know what the window was on Hasbro Pulse, but I can tell you that. Where is it here? Hold on a second. Let's just do this. I'm going to look him up right now just to see.
Action Man.
Yeah. Action Man. Yep, he's still available right now on ebgames.ca.
What's he going for?
Presently, the pre-order price is, oh my lord, let me just double check that. He's a deluxe at $56.99.
He does come with a lot of gear, right?
He does. Yep. Yeah, $56.99.
Josh says he likes it.
He looks cool to me, but I'm not an Action Man fan, so I don't need this one.
Want one, but sadly can't get one.
Well,
I'm pretty sure you're connected enough.
I'm pretty sure your Canadian friends could get one for you.
Yeah. Oh, Josh is saying Pulse says sold out.
Well, not according to EB Games Canada.
Well, maybe they've slated their allotted.
I'm sure
limit for Pulse, and
for sure Pulse was going to sell it fast.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this next one might already be sold out, but I still wanted to look at it anyway.
Yeah.
It is the Classified Series number 221. Cobra Commander in dress uniform with throne.
It was sold out very quickly.
Yeah.
And then by the time I had actually put enough thought into it where I was like, maybe, and I went to EB Games, gone. Gone. Man.
But he's a nice looking figure. I mean, we finally get the hood head on him.
You know, there was so much discussion about, they're never going to do a hooded head again.
Why?
I don't know. Is it the clan connotations?
I don't think so, because the clan hoods are always pointed, right?
Yeah, I know.
And this is like throwing back right to the 80s.
That is true. I still think that
from a simpler time,
hooded extremists in America, don't really have a great history.
That is true.
I was thinking at first that it was too dark. And because I said to you, like, all I want is the hooded head that will fit on my retro carded body. And my buddy Sean, who also collects Classified Series, was like, the head would probably fit. I'm like, it's too dark. So I started looking at screenshots
of the original figure.
of the cartoon.
Yeah.
And realized that the hood is like a couple of shades darker than a uniform. And I'm like, it probably would have worked.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's a lot of money.
Snooze, you lose. Yeah. Snooze, you lose.
Apparently, Josh had a 12-inch Action Man as a kid.
That's cool.
And Zazel thinks Canadians are the best.
Oh, shucks.
Oh,
shucks.
Oh, looks like Josh, though, has ordered this
one. You did get one.
So we'll be getting one.
That's exciting.
And says the hood is racist. So
yeah. That's quotations racist.
Yeah. But Josh is correct here. I mean, he is a bad guy. He's like the leader of the friggin' bad team.
He's the bad guy.
Yeah. Nate says, never understood that. It's an executioner's mask, not a pointed white hood.
I know.
But, I mean, I just watched Django Unchained there again. And in that movie, they do go with flat hoods. They're like, oh, my wife made a bag hood, but I can't see out of it.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I guess there might be historical links, but
There's enough that I think in today's political climate, having
yeah,
some sensitivity towards it is kind of the, let's just be overly cautious rather
yeah,
than, yeah.
yeah,
I
exactly.
can't see a thing.
But moving along here, this one went up for pre-order last week, and I think it's a good take on the original
Not gonna lie, man. I like this one.
Deep Six.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
mean, based like the original GI Joe figure was super clunky. He was like a 5 POA, if that.
Oh yeah, it was more like 4.
Yeah,
It's a 4 POA
but
unless you
here we've
crack
got
that
uh,
dome off the
yeah.
top. Yeah.
The fun part about him though, he comes with multiple domes and multiple heads.
I do like the idea that they're giving him an updated helmet that makes it, I guess, a little bit more modern.
Modern divey
But
looking.
in saying that, like, do you see any of the version 2 figure in that? The
Maybe,
green with the orange helmet? The
maybe a
orange
little.
diving helmet. You couldn't see through it because it wasn't
Yeah.
it didn't have any translucent plastic on it. But I gotta say, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. And we got a new one here, Starfall 23 JP2. Welcome.
Hello, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Mm-hmm. Josh says, I want it.
So for Josh, are you upset that this is not coming with a shark?
Oh,
Does
it's
that
still going to
bother
be a
you?
deluxe figure, though, right?
It is a deluxe. They did talk a little bit about the shark, not specifically the shark, but they did make a point of saying during the live stream that enough characters in the animation have been seen operating the shark that they felt that the shark
Wasn't specific to him.
might be, could be, possibly be a standalone vehicle on its own.
Okay.
Not a deal breaker.
Well, there you
Oh,
go.
that's good. I appreciate that.
And apparently, the 25th anniversary, the mask comes off to make it a 5 POA.
It should be.
But the one head that I'm really kind of tickled at,
The skull?
dead head. So
The
he would
skull.
look like it cracked and he drowned.
So does
That's
that
such a
actually, does
weird.
that fit on the ball peg?
I believe so.
That's wild.
Yeah. 25th came with a
25th
shark.
came with a shark.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I'm not a
it's
big
good-looking
fan.
one.
Like, I get it. And I understand, like, we just talked about Clutch and the Vamp and
Yeah.
Grand Slam and the Hal. That's the way that they were rolled out in the 80s.
Yeah.
So I can see why those characters are locked behind a vehicle. But then here's a case for,
Mhm.
Deep Six. Again, he's got to be this, just the size of him makes him a deluxe figure. So
Yeah.
I can see why they maybe will just deviate from that formula.
A deluxe plus a vehicle
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
might be a bit much for him, but whatever.
Now you do a standalone shark, instead of being 150, now it's $100.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Could be.
Pipe dream by the time it makes it out. A shark? What is this? G.I. Jaws?
Dun, 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 dun. But we got a couple more here for G.I. Joe. First up, we have the Snake Eyes and Varmint ATV versus the Stealth Viper and Cobra Stealth Flight Pod.
I did the math on this. Like, you're getting 2 vehicles and 2 figures. So let's just, like, gross numbers, whatever the retail price is, divide that by 4, which I did. It comes out to about $38
each.
That makes that
That's like
great
on
value
par.
in today's market. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great price.
And Josh does bring a good point. Too much want, not enough moolah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, they're killing it on so many of these.
Did the vintage line get a G.I. Joe colored ferret before? I don't think they did. If they did, I certainly didn't pay attention to it. I certainly don't recall seeing an alternate decoed flight pod before.
No. And they've done the flight pod already in the other colors with the Televiper, but
The white.
yeah.
But I noticed that it looks like Snake Eyes is getting another chance to roll out the Steel Brigade helmet.
Yep.
Why didn't everybody just come with it?
Don't know.
I've got a few of them. No, I've got
could use it.
I've got 2 of them now. Who came with one?
Hmm.
Starduster came with one. Grunt came with one.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, why didn't everybody just come with one?
True. One more in the G.I. Joe camp here, though. We have the counterintelligence specialist Scarlet with the legendary swordsman Jabang. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but I might not be.
TJ Bang.
TJ Bang?
TJ Bang.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember him.
I don't.
TJ Bang.
And he comes with like the weird little tiger helmet or head.
You know, the whole Ninja Force thing, you know, people love it. They love it. One of the guys that I play with in my G.I. Joe RPG group, Ninja Force is that's his thing.
Go-to?
Yeah. That's his era of G.I. Joe, and he loves them.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I could see these ones standing up next to Budo really well.
I mean, I bought Budo. I mean, I don't know anything about Budo. All I know is when I saw his classified figure, and I thought that is the perfect
melding,
like, yeah, of like
samurai and
modern military. It's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, Josh grew up
there you
with
go. Grew
Ninja
up with
Force.
Ninja Force. Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, these ones were premium Pulse exclusives until 10 a.m. the day they went out, and now available for pre-order.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So if you need them, get on it. Oh, Josh says I have TJ Bang. TJ Bang. That one.
Yeah, him. That one.
Tiger guy. Anyway.
He looks like a wrestler.
A little bit. He looks like a luchador.
Yeah.
Honestly. But speaking of beasts, how about we jump over to some Marvel Legends? Because we get the X-Men 97
oh, dear.
Beast.
Oh, dear.
And a lot of people are not happy about this.
There's no fur.
No. I mean, there's a couple little points. But as far as doing a fur aesthetic like they did on the regular one.
There's somebody put a meme out the same day.
I saw it. And he's
it's
like
just got
skin.
Blue trunks, a blue head, and Caucasian skin.
Yep. I was like, yeah, that's what they did.
Oh, man.
But he is a deluxe. He's a big boy. Comes with a backpack, extra hands, extra head, and a little communicator.
I feel like the last beast that we got not too long ago, you could just use that one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But this one doesn't come up for pre-order until August 19th. So maybe fan reaction will change something?
What do you think? This is, every blue character we can just yell and they'll change it for us?
Well, I mean,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
add some texture to him, but...
Oh, not likely. If anything, they'll just put some cell shading on him or something. Yeah. Like that Ricky Martin song.
T-bang, T-bang.
T-bang, T-bang. Oh, baby, when he moves, he moves.
And Josh says, yeah, that's weird.
It is a little bit... I'm not going to lie, it's off-putting for me.
It is. I mean, I get that they're going for the cartoon deco, but there you go. Nate thinks they should flock him like Moss Man.
That's an interesting thought.
Mm-hmm.
How would that look?
I don't know for sure.
It would look like Moss Man, I guess. Yeah.
Probably.
Not an X fan. Okay.
Oh, but his sister sure is. There you go. But sticking with X-Men, we get also a retro card Cypher. And I'm pretty sure he's the one that merged with Warlock to become Douglock.
Who?
Warlock, the big weird alien.
Yeah, Warlock the robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then they became Douglock.
Douglock.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't recall that.
Yeah, but he's in the standard black and yellow, like a New Mutant should be. Comes with his sword. Pre-order is coming later this year for him. No date.
Okay, all right,
So,
all right.
Next up, we have in the Incredible Hulk deco, Doc Samson.
Now, is this...
This is throwing back to that Incredible Hulk cartoon style.
I was going to say, is this to the animated series?
I don't know that it's like full-on animated series, but the packaging sure is.
That's what I mean.
He's a good-looking figure.
Yeah, it is a good.
I mean, he's always been a cheesy-looking dude, but
I mean, look at he's got the happy like smiley.
Yeah, he's got multiple heads here, so he can be happy or pissed off.
That serious-looking face, I wouldn't want to meet that guy in an alley.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What kind of man becomes an alien robot hybrid and calls himself Doug?
Well, his name was Doug.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, this one is from Amazon and fan channel retailers, and pre-order for this one goes up, I believe, tomorrow, June 11th. Rocker Aquaman. Yeah, that could work too. Change the red shirt to the golden orange and the pants to green. Quick repaint. There you go. But another one that's coming up for pre-order on July 23rd. I'm pretty sure people will be after this one just because of what they've already released.
Okay.
But it is Secret Wars Doctor Doom.
Yeah, that's a good look.
And if you've been collecting those so far, you're going to want him for your set.
I don't know how you wouldn't.
No.
I want to put a cloak on him.
I know, but the original one didn't have
I know,
it, right? So...
I know, but I still want to put a cloak on him.
Mm-hmm. Aw. Today is Josh's son's 12th birthday.
Oh, you couldn't get the day off.
Happy birthday to your son.
Oh, that's shitty. Sorry, man.
Mm-hmm. Just
Sorry
show him this and know that we wish him a happy birthday.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday.
Yeah, get your nerd on. Another one here. And they're saying this is from Spider-Man Brand New Day, but it is the classic comic version of Boomerang.
I saw the packaging and my first thought was, is this how he's going to turn up in the movie?
No, this is the classic blue and purple that he showed up in the comic books.
Well, then why are we
doing this?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to question that on the next one too. This one goes up for pre-order July 23rd.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if they're doing like the classic look just so we don't spoil the movie.
This is the non-spoiler.
I know.
So wait. This is our way of saying, hey, Boomerang's in this movie, but he doesn't look like this.
Yeah. So get acquainted with this character before you see him.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Nate says, happy birthday, little dude. And yeah. Oh, online, just call him Mr. S. Well, happy birthday, Mr.
All right,
S.
Mr. S. Happy birthday, sir.
But another one from under the Brand New Day label, it is the classic Scorpion.
See, that could go with my, 60, whatever.
This goes with your Sinister Six one because
I mean,
it's a bit hard to find him.
The new Spider-Man they just announced, the old animated series one.
Yeah,
that works with this.
It does because his tail is all rounded out. He doesn't have the little, hook,
no barb on it.
Stinger or anything yet. And if you missed out on the previous ones, this would be a good one to get. But again, we've already seen him in the trailer. He looks nothing like this. So
no.
So here's your next character introduction, I guess.
Right. So here's a character that's in the movie, but he won't look like this.
He'll look really different.
Yeah. Oh, he'd probably still be green.
I think there is green tinges to him, but he's more robotic.
It makes sense.
Yeah. And speaking of green, this one is coming out of the No Way Home Spider-Man movie.
Oh, a movie that's already out.
Already out and already did it, but why not have a second version? Because we're getting the Green Goblin pre-hobo outfit.
Pre-hobo. Oh, so we could just say that
this is the
2002
Spider-Man film one.
This is Tobey Maguire.
This is that version of him. This one goes up for pre-order June 16th. If you missed out on a Green Goblin, it's not a bad one to get.
I remember when and this goes all the way back to the beginning of Marvel Legends, really, because those Spider-Man branded movie figures were kind of the beginning of that.
Yeah, they were like the original versions.
That's what I mean. My oldest had this figure, and I can remember kind of playing around with it, thinking, "God, this is at the time, it was pretty amazing." I just wonder if he's got toe articulation.
I don't know for sure, but he does have the little lock-in on the glider.
That's good.
So that's kind of nice. Another one from a more recent film. This is a 2-pack from Thunderbolts. It is Valentina Allegra de Fontaine and the Void.
That's a pass.
Yeah. I'm looking at this one and I can't help but wonder, is this just a reuse of the Peggy Carter one from that 2-pack?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because it is a very similar look to her
Legends
figure.
Carter.
And the Void, he's just a repaint, right?
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she's got more buttons and military flair.
She's got a tie on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But if you need an Elaine Boozler figure, there you go.
Is there any other? Well, maybe it's a brand new mold for that.
It could be.
Elaine. I'm sorry. I'm busy looking that up and then I just missed a joke. Oh, sorry for being late on that one.
It's all good. But this pack goes up for pre-order June 30th if you want to keep going down the Thunderbolts road. So
this is, it's a pass for me.
Okay. And then circling back to Spidey, we get No Way Home Final Swing Spider-Man.
I kind of like that one.
It's not bad. And with
Yeah,
like
I
the
kinda
half
like it.
mask head, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of dig that.
Well, Sean, welcome to the show. Says hard pass on that box set.
Yeah, me too, Sean.
Yeah.
Me too.
But you know what? This is a classic looking Spidey. I like it. Extra hands, extra head.
I mean, he could almost go on my Amazing Friends display.
He could. He could. It's got the proper bright red and blue, right?
Yeah.
Few more from Marvel here. Jumping back into Deadpool and Wolverine. First up, we get Wolverine Pool. And it's a hybrid of Wolverine and Deadpool.
Was he in the movie?
I think he might have been.
Was he in the Deadpool battle?
He might have been hidden in there, but I don't remember.
I
him
don't remember
standing
seeing
out.
him at all.
No.
Anybody out there can confirm or deny this? I'd love to know if he was in the movie. Wow.
But we also get concept art Deadpool. And
is that
he's not bad looking.
Oh, X-Force Deadpool.
X-Force Gray.
Yeah.
He's got the golden pistols. Lots of pouches, so that throws back to the 90s version.
And I can see his feet.
Yes, you can.
Cool butt pass.
There you go.
Are they both? No, those pistols, either the lighting is off or they're two different colors.
I think it might be the lighting.
Is that the lighting?
I think
Okay.
it is.
Because the one and the one.
Because in the package, they're both the same color.
Oh, yeah. So there they
But-
are. That makes sense.
And to round it out, the most wanted figure from that movie.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
the Cavalrine.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's kind
Not
of
bad.
funny.
Not bad.
That's kind of funny. That might actually be the best looking Henry Cavill action figure that's 6 inches or less.
Just take that head and put it on one of the Superman.
No, probably won't do that.
These three, though, are available for pre-order July 9th. So keep your eyes open for those.
I need to know, though.
Is it the same body as the...
I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, he's got no belt, or the shirt is longer. There might be some parts reuse in that. It might be the same legs.
Well, Cavalrine was also a little bit taller, was he not?
He definitely was.
So hopefully that reflects.
Yeah. That's cute. No cigar stub, though.
No.
Guess we can't have our action figures smoking.
No, that's a bad idea.
They can have guns and swords, but they can't be smoking.
Yep.
Hey, here's a missile.
One more from Hasbro here tonight, and it is another thing celebrating Ghostbusters Day. A Lost Kenner Classic.
I feel like there's a certain amount of charm that comes with this one.
There is.
Yeah.
Because it is the Ecto-Glowcopter with Louis Tully.
So the idea that this is a toy that was on the books but never got made. I feel like that's a great way to celebrate, is to like, hey,
Yeah.
here's the thing that didn't get made. Is it good enough to do now? Yeah, let's do that now.
Because, I mean, they did make the Lewis figure, but
Yeah.
he didn't glow at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time. But
No, but that's kind of cool.
yeah, because if you missed out on him then, right, now you can get him now. But he will debut as a Hasbro San Diego Comic-Con exclusive,
Yeah.
but there will be limited quantities coming to Hasbro Pulse after the show while supplies last.
All right, that's fair.
So
That is fair.
a little bit more difficult to get a hold of, but
Is that a banana ghost? What is that?
that is a meanie weenie ghost.
Meanie weenie. Okay, so not a banana. It's a hot dog.
It is a very, very angry hot dog.
Except it's another stupid exclusive.
Yeah.
Wait. Sorry. So that ties into what Zazel was saying about Action Man. He can't get one. So there is no distribution for Pulse exclusives in Australia? Is that what we're saying?
I don't know for sure.
Nate, is that what we're saying? There's no Pulse distribution down under?
Because, like, I mean, you could travel to San Diego and do it the hard way, but
Oh, sorry. This is a.
yeah.
But it will be
but it
available.
will be after the
available
fact.
after. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but
You know, I know for here in Canada, it's a little bit different because a lot of things that were like San Diego exclusives
Mhm.
did show up at
Eventually.
larger. No. Like Fan Expo was the big
Hmm.
convention, right? So like when the Pulse exclusive, or not Pulse exclusive, when the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Jabba the Hutt came out, it was available at Fan Expo.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
well, maybe. But a little break in the toy news here for a second while
All right.
we play another game.
is it time? Let me
It's
find the
time.
button. Oh my Lord. I think this is
Do we
it.
have a thing for it?
Yeah, we've had for a while.
No, it's not that one. You're jumping ahead.
Wow.
We got more than just the one. Come on.
Are you This is a curveball.
Well,
Oh, it's the other one.
yeah, it's the other one.
Wait,
It's
you know
time
what's
to
funny?
play.
I actually turned the page in my book, so I had a fresh page to write on. Of course.
Oh, Josh, I like glow in the dark stuff. I do too. It's fun. I know it's not Wes's thing, but
I got a blank page. I'm
so
ready
it's
to go.
time to play. Who's that
Vintage
figure?
action figure?
All right, here is your silhouette
All
this
right,
week.
all right. Oh, you crafty man, you.
Completely unintended.
Okay, well, there we go.
But I think you know who it is.
I sure do.
So, folks, put in your guesses now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it was fitting.
Very interesting. Alternatively,
Lefty, welcome. Driving home but listening. We'll drive safely. Sean says, Stretch Armstrong. Unfortunately, no, it is not Stretch Armstrong. Josh coming in, though. True.
Jedi. Oh, you're saying hello. I'm like, Jedi? Which Jedi is that? Sorry, I missed that.
Josh coming in, though.
I don't know.
Moss Man.
I don't know.
And Nate says he does know Moss Man.
Ha!
And you're both right. It is indeed Moss Man. Way to go, Wes.
Moss Man or Green Beast Man with flocking. I just want to say, Masters of the Universe Classics was the first time that Moss Man got his
Not
own
a reissue.
got
or a
his
reuse.
own head.
Hmm.
Got his own head. Yeah, they did two versions of him. There was the Beastman head, but there was also a softer, more simian
Okay.
head. Yeah. And that sort of has carried on to today.
Neat. Well, we'll stick with Masters of the Universe for a second here because we have a new movie playset coming out.
All right.
Oh, Josh says, I never fully understood him. Is he good or evil or just whatever? He's on the side of good. He's a protector of nature.
He is part of the Heroic Warriors.
Yeah.
But other, like, different versions of Moss Man have basically portrayed him as nature.
Yeah. He's neither good nor evil. He's
Yeah.
just nature. But, I mean, when you try and burn down the forest, he's going to stop you because that's a bad thing. So, but, moving on to this playset, it is the Masters of the Universe 2-in-1 Eternia playset.
2-in-1.
2-in-1.
What's the two?
Well, the front half is Snake Mountain, the back half is Castle Grayskull.
Or is the front
or it could be
in the
whichever
back,
way you want.
That's interesting.
But this is for the kids' core line, so it fits in scale with those.
Okay.
The Snake Mountain half comes with the throne, the bone throne for Skeletor,
Yep.
as well as a gold armor exclusive figure of Skeletor.
Okay. All right.
But it's got like the elevator, the chains, a whole bunch of like classic style features, the little monument that holds the sword.
You know, I've looked at those Coraline figures and they're not that far off in terms of size from an Origins figure.
Yeah. But yeah, figures sold separately for this one. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bit much for us. It is 119 Canadian.
Oh dear.
86.39 for US Walmart.
Yep.
And 74.16 pounds for
The UK.
UK.
Okay. All right.
But you know, it's got a lot of stuff that comes with it, but it is designed for kids, right? So lots of action features, drawbridges, battle gates.
You know, Masters Universe though is just again, you know, or really most of the boys toy brands from the 1980s, you had a core line of characters and you had a play set.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Josh says that's actually cool.
It is actually cool.
And you know what? I'm right there with Nate. I like it, but would rather have two play sets.
So wait. Let's talk about this for a
because
second.
I think just basically here because like back then, we got our Castle Grayskull, we got Snake
And we got a
Mountain, we
Snake
got the
Mountain.
Fright Zone, we got She-Ra's Castle. I
That's
think this
true.
is a more cost-effective way to get kids back into it
To have both. in
because they
one.
are fighting against technology so badly right now.
Now that photo shows the front half and the back half detached from one another.
Yeah, so it's not like they stay together forever.
I mean,
You can move one across the table and one at
let's
the other end of
let's
the
look at it this way. If they did two play sets, let's say they did it, and that sort of evokes the old
deal.
Castle
Folding,
Grayskull.
yeah.
If we did two, that's twice as much plastic,
Yep,
and it's going to be that much more expensive.
exactly. And you would have to buy both of them, right?
This is a good way to get kind of the best of both worlds, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
And an extra Skeletor.
My son was building a Lego car the other day, accidentally put two pieces together, didn't go, tried to use his teeth to separate them, wound up swallowing everything.
Oh,
Well,
oh no.
what's that thing they call it? Was it
He's going to shit a brick.
Oh dear, I don't even have the right button queued up. Oh my lord. Where is it? Oh, I gotta find it.
There we go.
Find the controls that extend the bridge.
It's worth one of those.
Oh my god, those Lego separator tools that you catch
Spudgeon.
sometimes?
The
Is that what
spudgeon. Yeah, the spudgeon.
Those things are magic. I will say that. But
They know what they're doing.
They do.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm pretty sure in my lifetime I've swallowed a one or two stud brick in my life. Not recently.
Yeah. But
Stopped playing with Lego when I was 35.
you're allowed to play with it. No, they
just
upped the
kidding.
age.
Oh, I know.
Who was it that just turned 100 and they're like, okay, we got to up the age now because
Yeah.
was it? Oh, sir, he's been knighted, so he's a sir somebody. I can't remember. Anyway.
I told him that. I said his poop would be Lego pieces and he can build a castle. Tell you what, I mean, if it comes out and it floats, it's technically recoverable.
Yeah. Yeah, you just get a strainer in there.
Whether you really want to or not, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, how rare is the piece? That is true. Those are some
Sharp corners.
on the way out. Eat lots of bread. Pack it good. But yeah, this is coming from Mattel, so it is what it is. Moving on to McFarlane, they are going to be doing a wave 2 of that Vault series. Remember they
was in the first wave.
Wonder Woman, Superman.
Oh,
and some other ones.
yes. Okay.
Well, first up in the wave 2, we have Cyborg Superman. For those who didn't get him on first release because he just got snapped up and went super, super expensive.
That's good. I appreciate them doing that.
Because like on the secondary market, this guy is ridiculously hard to find. And if you do find him, he costs too damn much.
Well, this is it. This is the vamp thing all over again. Do I secondary market or guess what? It's gonna get reissued and all your $400 or $500 vamps are gonna
Yep.
forget microplastics. Kids going straight for macro.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, there you go. Supernator.
Supernator.
That's Hank Henshaw right there. The cyborg Superman. And
Yeah,
he looks like
yeah.
he should have out of the Reign of the Superman arc. So
I mean, that is a great look.
it is.
And it's for the time, like you can't, I know the joke Supernator. It makes sense though. Like that is a terrifying look.
It is.
You know.
Yeah. And for my money though, this is the better version because they did do that other one of the cyborg Superman, but it was like, I don't know, not as streamlined. It was more chaotic and pointy.
Yeah.
But anyway, June 11th, pre-order for these ones. So tomorrow. Next up, we have the Nightfall Batman. If you missed out on him the first time, because why not do another Batman? It's a good looking Batman, though.
It is.
He's got the Burton symbol there, so. And then next up we have the...
Is that what we're calling that now? The Burton symbol?
That's what I called it.
Oh,
it's
man.
the 89 symbol, right?
Oh, man. Is it not? It was used outside of that.
I think so.
Yeah.
But, based on the Batman, the Three Jokers, we get the Comedian.
Oh.
And I would say this one is probably more in line with the Killing Joke.
I was going to say that the cover of that.
Yeah. But What are you gonna do? Includes camera, crowbar, art card, and display base. So
It is a good looking Joker. I'm not going to argue
it
that.
is. And then to round out the wave, we have. I don't know why they're doing this one because you can still technically find him on shelves.
I'm reading that.
It is Captain.
I'm
Carrot.
reading that, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean says that Joker's a nice figure. I think so too. But yeah, that's your four McFarlane Vault Wave 2 figures. And I like this one just because I like weird figures like that, but I don't know that we needed him a third time.
I'll tell you, every toy line needs a
rabbit,
an anthropomorphized rabbit.
I mean, Star Wars has one.
We got Jackson in Star Wars. We had Plundar in Masters of the Universe. So why not?
Sure,
Why not?
I mean, he showed up in the Harley Quinn comics, so.
Oh, there's the connection for you.
Yeah.
Yep. I love that the clasps for his cape
are carrots.
Carrots, yeah.
Jumping over to NECA for a minute here. Can't do one without Art the Clown. So, based on Terrifier 2, we get Ultimate Thanksgiving Art the Clown. And
haven't we looked at this? A couple of these?
We had Christmas the last episode.
Oh, okay,
now we're doing Thanksgiving. But the thing I really like about this is that crock pot.
The crock pot?
Because it's got that weird vintage pattern that everybody had.
Yeah, it's almost like the Corel dishes.
Yes. Yeah. But he does feature double jointed elbows for some reason. Interchangeable faceplates with all his expressions. Sword, syringe, plate, spoon, glass of wine, pot of mashed potatoes with lid, and more. So,
Okay,
I mean, if you're building out action figure photography, this would be a good one to get just for the accessories.
Yeah.
But he's coming this summer at some point, so keep your eyes peeled for him. And one good clown deserves another. And we are getting the ultimate black and white Pennywise from Welcome to Derry. And he is disturbing as hell, and I love him.
I'm pretty out of touch with these, but we already got a black and white one, didn't we?
We did, but that was for it. This is for Welcome to Derry.
Is the costume that different? You've seen it, I haven't.
It is a little bit different. It's a bit newer, less ragged, whatever. But this particular version is from a flashback scene where it's shot in black and white, and the only color is the balloon and his eyes, and it's creepy as hell.
Well, they've certainly achieved that here.
Yes, they have. But he comes with, what does it say here? Sinister yellow eyes which glow with light piping. So I'm guessing there's like a little...
Oh, there's going to be something on his head somewhere.
That lets the light through so they can shine. Yeah. But he also comes with the blood red balloon, extra hands, extra head, and a collector-friendly window box.
That whole light piping thing, man.
It can be hit or miss.
So I'm familiar with it because of how much it was used in Transformers.
Yeah.
And when it works really well. Certainly they've got it down for that photo.
Mm-hmm. But another one, no date on him, just coming this summer. So.
Okay.
Jumping over to Mondo, this is a beast. This is a 6th scale Goliath from Gargoyles. Foot to tip of the wing, he stands 16 inches tall.
Isn't that something that they've really gone with the smoothed out animated look?
Yes, they have.
I don't know if I like that.
But he does come with his expanded wing, or not fully expanded, but an open set of wings. Yep. The closed cape version. A whole bunch of extra hands, extra faceplates, a mace. And he comes with Bronx, which is nice.
That is cool.
Yeah, it also comes with the broken and not broken versions of the Phoenix Gate and the Werewolves book.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Short time to have the license, but one of the best things NECA ever did.
Yeah,
was the Gargoyles line.
Yeah, but this particular fellow went up for pre-order yesterday at 11 a.m. So,
I wonder if he's still available.
If he's still available, I don't know for sure. But they did announce another one coming from Mondo for San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
It is an exclusive 4-pack based on the Citizen Ghost episode of the Real Ghostbusters.
Really?
So you're getting our Ecto suits
Yeah.
all chilled out, but they each come with an actual real head as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got little Ecto
And
schmutz all over them.
What scale is this?
I believe these are 12 scale.
Okay, so 6-inch.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
But it also comes with a couple extra ghosts. So, but they are Mondo. So 4 figures, you're probably looking around $400. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
We
maybe,
don't have a
maybe a
price
little
point.
less in
Maybe.
in US.
Could be.
I could
But-
definitely, it's 400, be 400 for us.
Yeah, easily.
For sure.
But they glow in the dark, right? So they are the spectral versions of the real Ghostbusters. Was a good episode. And then what do I got here? One more, I believe, for the toy section. Oh, Josh says those are really cool. And Nate agrees. These are nice. I'm sure we're going to get more product photography closer to it, as this was just revealed on the podcast.
I would imagine so.
But anyway, switching over to the Monster High Collector dolls, and sticking with Ghostbusters.
Is your daughter excited?
I don't know if she's excited about this one, but
She likes these though, right?
She does like
Yeah, she
these,
likes
and this one is Gozer.
Okay.
Yeah, she comes with 2 tear dogs and some electricity effects as well.
Oh,
as a stand.
that is hilarious.
But the details are nice here. On the back of her heels, one is the little monument, and the other is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That's the heels of her shoes.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And you know what? It kind of works with this particular style of doll. She's got the blood red eyes, and
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't know what else to say about her, but it's a collector doll. And it'll set you back around 105 Canadian if you do choose to go after.
I'm happy to look at this picture.
Yeah. But I mean, on the outer box art, I guess there's a slipcase that also features the building.
Okay.
So you can see it in the background of the one shot there. But yeah. But that does bring us to the end of our toy section for the evening.
All right then. All right.
Yeah. So now
Now it's time?
now is time for that.
Oh, all right. Get ready.
Find the controls that extend the bridge.
Wrong button. Wow. How many times can I do that tonight?
I don't know.
All right. Here we go. That's right, it's Real Recall, where you will name the movie using only a single quote from said film.
Yep. And this week's quote is,
Maybe it's one
Well-
I actually know this time.
"A boy's best friend is his mother."
No.
Now, the blurred image is a clue as well. And we'll give you a
Follow that bird?
follow that bird. Oh, I saw that movie not too long ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what this one is.
Hmm.
I have no idea.
Should we throw up the sounder?
Sure.
Give folks a chance.
I don't know if this is actually helpful or not, or just distracting.
Might be.
Here I am going to talk over it too, right?
That's fine.
While you're sitting there staring at it like me going, I don't know what it is, but this music is not helping because it's a stupid earworm.
This music has nothing to do with the film.
This is so helpful, guys. You're really making this one easy.
Uh-oh. Still no answers after the
That's
sound.
right. Oh, no amount of talking was going to help.
Oh, no, nobody wants to take a guess?
Yeah, they're all with me. I don't know.
All right. I guess I stumped you.
I don't know a darn thing.
Well, you might recognize it after the fact because he was really attached to his mother in this film. And you know what, Josh?
The
Right at the
water-
bell,
Oh, okay.
he's going with Psycho.
Okay, I was going to go water boy.
Mama said.
Yeah.
But no, Josh is correct. It is the 1960 Psycho.
Oh, well then.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there you go. Norman Bates, played by Anthony
I accept
Perkins.
I accept it.
Not bad. But sticking with movies, how about our weekend box office results?
Okay, let's do it. Let's
All
find out what the number one was.
Yeah, well, number one this week, new entry in the list, Scary Movie.
Oh boy.
It took the top spot, pulling in 54.3 million.
A little thing about Scary Movie I read, and of course, all movies are going to have their critics, but I was reading about a number of people that have like got up and left.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know, like the original Scary Movie, the humor there probably doesn't fly today.
There was a quote, or maybe it was a loose quote, not like a direct quote, that basically said something like, Marlon Wayans wants to make movies for people who love to laugh. And then the follow-up was that, well, then maybe he should make movies that are actually funny.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was
It's like the trailer looked funny. I mean, it looked in the same vein as like the first two original films.
I don't think I saw. Man, I can't even tell you if I've seen the first one. I might have seen it.
Yeah, you only needed to see the first two. Part 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 or whatever the hell it was when the Wayans left, it went downhill. But anyway.
You didn't see it yet, did you?
The Scary Movie? No.
Yeah, no. Okay. Anybody watching our show, if you've seen the new Scary Movie, drop us a comment. Let us know what you thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's your number one. What's the take on that one? 54 million.
54.3, yeah.
54 million. Wow.
And then in the number 2 spot, another new entry, Masters of the Universe.
Now, unlike The Mandalorian and Grogu, which the people were already saying had failed before the weekend was over,
Yeah.
I didn't see any comments like that from
Really?
Masters.
I
did.
did.
Oh, you did?
I saw comments on Friday morning saying it's a flop. Like the weekend had not happened yet.
They look at these projections like it's gospel, right?
Yeah, and I mean it pulled in 29.4 million after all said and done.
I read a very interesting comment and I thought, there's some real wisdom there if that's what they're going for. The official line on this from Amazon is they're quite happy with it
because the fan reactions have all been good.
Yeah, and they said that their marketing for this movie was they're playing the long game.
Yes.
To make sure that the movie has a lasting impression long after the box office. And so they said that they are not judging this movie solely on box office,
which is good,
which is fine. But I read a user comment that suggested that merchandise is going to be the cash cow for this, and anything that pads that out before it goes to streaming is just going to make the streaming audience that much bigger.
Yeah.
So,
but
yeah.
I had another thought though.
Yeah,
because,
go for it.
At our local theater where we saw it.
Yeah.
It was not in the AVX.
Yeah, so like
Mando and Grogu was holdover.
Yeah.
From the week prior.
Our local theater, Cineplex, which is one of the two big brands here in Canada, our local theater only has one screen of the 8, 10, 10 of the 10 screens they have in there. One is considered the good screen with the premium sound, and it was not Masters.
No, which
it was still.
I do wonder if Disney had something to do with that. Like, you're going to put us on your best screen.
I think that is entirely possible.
But again, if that is every theater, will affect the numbers.
Yeah,
because
and
like
then
an AVX ticket is what, $22, whereas a regular one is only $16.
And tomorrow, if you've looked, did you look at the movies for this weekend?
No, I did not.
So tomorrow, in that theater, you know what's on the big screen? Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day.
Yeah. So, like locally, our market, I think, hurt this movie.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't in the best, most premium format. Now, when I saw it the second time around, if I wanted to sit around till 10 o'clock at night, I could have seen it in IMAX.
Ooh.
And I didn't. I would love to have seen it in IMAX, but I didn't want to start a 2.5 hour movie at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, especially after a 4-hour trip from Niagara Falls.
That was awful.
But others on the list here, dropping from the number 1 slot to number 3, The Backrooms pulled in another 26.2 million.
Do we get what's our global on those?
I am not sure. I
That's
think global on Masters was somewhere in the area of 54.
I don't think that's bad.
No.
Do we know what the budget on Masters was?
200.
Well, still got a ways to go.
We do. But you know what? I can see this one lasting in theaters.
I hope so.
But number 4 spot, dropping from number 2, is Obsession. Another one of those YouTube to movie things. It pulled in another 25.3 million. And another new one this week in the 5th slot, The Amazing Digital Circus: The Last Act, pulled in 12.3.
I know nothing about this.
It is a YouTube series, and apparently this is the final episode.
Oh.
Or final installment, I guess, of it. And they went big for movies, so. And when we were at the showing for this, there was
Is
a bunch
that what all those kids were dressed?
There was a bunch dressed up like the Amazing Digital Circus.
Okay.
And they sold out the theater. There's a sign over the popcorn vendor thing.
Wow.
Amazing Digital Circus. This showing sold out.
Sold out.
So, yeah.
Boy, that should send a big message to the movie people.
Yeah. But anyway. Oh, there you go. 54.3 million worldwide for opening weekend on Masters.
Okay. All right.
One more item of news, and then I guess we're pretty close to the end.
Okay.
Well, this item is good for you. I don't know if you're going to go, but
the problem for me is, I have my space issues.
Yes.
So I'm better in crowds now than I used to be. Otherwise I just wouldn't be doing them.
Mm-hmm.
But this crowd, it can be too much.
It can be. But coming to Fan Expo this, I guess, August?
Fan Expo Toronto. It'll be the first, no, it's Labor Day weekend. It's
Yeah,
the same
last weekend of August.
Yeah.
Coming right from the Highlander, it is Christopher Lambert.
It'd be only one Highlander.
That is right.
Oh, he doesn't look like that anymore.
No, he does not. But he's going to be at Fan Expo Canada in Toronto there. If that
it's a pretty stacked
tickles your
guest list,
fancy,
man.
yeah.
Now, if they throw up, and also Clancy Brown just happened to show up,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Might have to do it. At least a one day.
yeah.
But yeah, that does bring us to our final item of the evening.
Man, we're at that time again.
We
Before we wrap up the show, I just want to remind everybody that Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern, you can come back here. Andy and I will be here with some special guests as we have our round table on Masters of the Universe, the movie, the new one. You've still got a couple days to go and see it if you haven't done so already. And if you are a fan and you're thinking that you're going to wait for streaming, please, please, please go and see this movie in the theater so that we can show our support for this movie, because that's how we get more of these things
And
made.
on top of that, you owe it to yourself to see it big.
39 years. I said this to Andy in the theater. I've waited 39 years for this. It was worth it. It was worth it.
Very much so.
Anyway, it is that time. Oh, wait, as long as I have a bubble around me, I'm okay. People get too close and yeah, that's kind of me too.
Mm-hmm.
That can be me too, depending on what's going on. Right. Anyway, back to the show. It is that time. Andy, he's out in the aisles. He is hunting for you and I so that we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
Yep. Popping up this week, if you are a fan of board games and whatnot, Risk Strike
Axis and Allies for Idiots
is showing up for $5.
Was it a card game?
Yeah, it is a card-based version
So we've
of it.
taken Risk and turned it into a card game. Oh, cards and dice game.
Yes. But
Okay.
regular retail on this is usually $35.99. It's on sale on Amazon for $23.88.
Oh,
So
wow,
$5 is a hell of a steal.
I would say so.
The other stuff that's showing up are Star Wars Doorables, the Galaxy Peak
Doorables.
versions.
Did we see these before?
We saw the red Death Star versions. I believe it was a Series 1.
Yeah.
These are another series in the gray Death Star, which is
Okay.
kind of nice, more
All right,
accurate.
all right. Yeah.
$5 a piece. Regular retail on these, $9.99 US.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get 4 figures per pack, and there's 25 total in the series.
Oh, wow. And how many do you have?
All of them.
All
There
of
are
them.
codes. There are codes on the bottom of the ball, 1 through 18.
This is a good time for you to pitch the code group.
Oh yeah, the blind codes group. I don't.
Yeah.
There's not too many people in that group. It's kind of a secret.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. You got to be part of the club.
Yeah, to get the blind code info.
If you want access to the club, subscribe to our Patreon.
There you go.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, just search it on Facebook. It's okay.
Yeah, you'll find it. You'll find it.
Yeah.
Wow. First time back in a while, and we're just coming up on the 2-hour mark. I want to say a special thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight, especially seeing as it's not our regular night.
Mhm.
Thanks to everybody who showed up tonight. Thank you to all of you who are going to be coming to visit us on the weekend to chat Masters of the Universe. If you're not part of the live stream, please be here in the comments. Bring all your questions, all your comments, all your opinions, because we want to hear them all.
Yeah, good, bad, We want to hear it.
And yeah, so that by the way, just to let everybody in, that means there will be no Sunday show.
Yes.
There'll be no Sunday show.
And there's a good reason for that, because we are going to be without power.
Oh, thanks for reminding me of that. Yeah. Scheduled power outage for where we live, so that the power company can do scheduled maintenance.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hopefully it doesn't get rained out again.
We'll be back in a week's time or so. Until then, if you haven't checked out Midlife Quest, go ahead and check that out. We've got the first three videos up there. Andy's working away on number four, and we'll be recording number 5 here pretty soon.
I believe next week.
Yeah, it should be next. Well, technically, it would be this Sunday. This Sunday coming.
Oh,
would be our 2 weeks.
You're right.
Yeah.
Can't do that
Anyway.
without power.
No, we can't do that in the dark. So that'll be
Glow in the dark dice.
It's coming. It's coming. But anyway, that's it for now. I got nothing left. How about you?
That's all I got.
All right. Well, listen, everybody. Oh, like my new hat? You like my new hat? Do you see what that is? See what it is?
Is that like a little? It's a skull.
Yeah,
Or
man.
a bone hand.
Yes.
Throwing up the
Remember,
horns.
whatever your thing is. Yes. Fan on.
Nice.
And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.